Happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, it is Craig Robert Ferguson back with you on Fergie TV. And look, I know that you've all been fretting and you've all been absolutely beside yourselves that you haven't been hearing from me. But that's because Melissa and I have been extremely busy on grandparent duty because little Ivy is home and beautiful as ever, and we've been having a lovely time looking after her. So that's where we have been. So, Prue, I know you've been feeling it more than anybody else in terms of missing me. And so I've I'm back at Bayswater, and everything is good. Now, that reminds me, because Denise, I know you will be particularly interested in this as I clear my throat. I couldn't go see the specialist or the surgeon last Friday, so I'm going this Friday at 12:15, actually going in there. And so what they're going to do is put a scope down my throat and have a look at the vocal cords and see whether there's anything going on. And then, so seeing the surgeon and the speech pathologist. The speech therapist. So that will be good. Now, the reason that I'm not wearing my glasses, because, Prue, I know you will be missing my beautiful eyes. So I thought I would just go nude for today. Another microphone that you have not seen yet. This microphone was bought for me by Ooks, I think back in about 1981 or 82, when I started practicing to be a race caller. And he bought me the microphone, and here it is. Good as ever, all of these years, nearly 40 years, if my maths serves me correct, nearly 40 years later. So there you go. So what have we been up to apart from looking after little Ivy? Back at Bayswater now in my padded isolation booth. And I'm actually converting cassettes from cassette to digital because at some point these things will, give way. So I want to get as many of them across onto digital as I can. This one is for Wayne, actually. Neil Diamond. This is a Neil Diamond concert in Melbourne, and I think this one was at the Myer Music Bowl in the 1970s. So I've got to convert that for Wayne, amongst other things. Right, what have I got to tell you? I know you're sick of the virus, but just let me give you the short back and sides on the virus. So as you know, the virus is a living, breathing thing. So because we're flattening the curve, that does not mean the virus is going away, let me tell you. The virus will never go away. What is happening, because we're all isolating at home, the infections or transmissions are going down because we're not interacting. But as soon as they let us all go back out, that flattening will go through the roof, because that's what pandemics do, and that's when they talk about the waves. Everybody does the right thing, isolate, stop socially connecting. Well, of course, the virus doesn't transmit, because that's how it gets from me to you, is if I talk to you or I talk into this, and of course, airborne particles are coming out of my mouth and landing on that. You come along and start talking into it or touch it, scratch your face, bingo, you've got it. So that's the balance that governments are grappling with at the moment. Is we can't keep everybody in lockdown, because if we do, the world will go broke, and it will. We need to get everybody back to work. We need to get business going again. But of course, to do that, everybody's got to go out and start mingling. And as soon as you start mingling, the infections go up. So it's very, very difficult. Problem for the governments. But the only way governments make money is out of taxes. Where do they get taxes from? From all of us working, earning money and paying taxes. So at the moment, because everybody's either not working or business is really not great, the government's not getting the money. And Victoria alone, I think the last borrowing I saw, $24 billion they have borrowed from somewhere. And whoever they borrowed it from wants it back. So to service the loan, the government needs income. So that's interesting. The other thing that I reckon is going to be challenging is international travel. How they're going to approach that. Are they going to allow international flights to start coming into Australia? Increases the risk. Are people going to want to come to Australia or go anywhere if you've got to self-isolate for 14 days when you get somewhere? I don't think so. So that's a big challenge. Friends of mine who are in Bali at the moment are saying it is an absolute ghost town. 270 million people live in Indonesia. Australia only has 50. And basically places like Bali, all the Balinese have just gone back to their villages, back to the family and living off the land because there's no tourists, no money in Bali and all those other places that are tourist destinations. So, as I've said to you many times, and I'm not being, the Grim Reaper or the Black Cloud, the reality is we are only at the start of this pandemic. And this will go for years. And it'll go up and down and up and down, and we're just going to have to ride the wave. I will be going back today to the Hatter and the Hare because George, one of the owners and the pastry chef, has just created two, that is not one, but two new cakes that I want to try. So I'll let you know how they go. Pictures to follow. Mother's Day, today week. What are you planning on doing for that? Because we can't all come together. Are you going to do fleeting visits or not? Interesting. Melissa and I already have a plan. And then, of course, so Alexandra, who's Melissa's daughter, Becky, Jody, celebrating their first Mother's Day. Mark, is the kids that I've seen, yeah, of course, yeah, because you've got a little whippersnapper, so not the first Mother's Day for your lovely wife. Have I missed anybody else? And then grandmothers. Melissa, Kathleen, Becky, is your brother got a child? So is it the first grandmother's day for you, for your mum? Who knows? Have I left anybody out? Michelle, have you got grandkids? Don't know. Danielle? Sorry, Danielle. Denise. Those of you that know me know I don't have a good memory. But sorry, Danielle up in Queensland. First Mother's Day for you. First Grandmother's Day for Denise. So lots of exciting times ahead. Homeschooling is going well here. Jazz, how are you going down there? Prue, is she doing the work? I wonder. But Emily and Grace doing really well. They just get up and at 9 o'clock they log on and start doing their work. Thomas, on the other hand, well, let's just say he thinks about it. How much work is being done? Let's just say that is a work in progress. Anything else happening from my end? Voiceovers are still going okay, so no impact there. 3UZ, the radio station that I work at, they just sent a letter out. Oh, sorry, I just remembered something. They sent a letter out to their staff last week saying they had cut everybody's wages by 40%, and that was for the month of April. And they just sent everybody a letter out during the week saying that will continue through the month of May. So you can imagine how happy they are. But I guess they've got a job, so, yibbity yibbita. I was speaking to a friend of mine who is a high-profile, famous broadcaster, and he was even telling me that he has had his wage cut only by 10%. But I thought that was interesting that somebody like him would be having his wage cut. But so there you go. The pandemic doesn't miss anybody. And I think that's all I've really got to tell you. So what I would like you to do, the task for today, yibbity yibbita, PG&E. This is a cap from the power company in California. When I was over there a couple of years ago, I got given this. But back to what I was saying, what I would like you to do today is just post. You can video if you like, but if you post your favourite lyric or line from a song, verse, your favourite verse from a song that means something to you, post them down below. All right, well, I must go now because there's things to do, places to go, people to see. Oh, no, I'm not allowed to do that. There's just things to do around the home. Actually, I need a carpenter or a builder, and I need somebody to come and take away. I cut a tree down at the front, and that's all over the place. I need somebody to come and take that all away. So if you know of somebody who's looking for some work in these challenging times, get them to message me. That's all for now. I will have something for you later this afternoon when I return from the Hatter and the Hare with those lovely new cakes. So in the meantime, it's good night from me, and it's good night from him. Or good morning. Good morning. Goodbye. Thank you. Yibbity yibbita.